Moving to the West Side, which is the best side. Luka Doncic is about to show what he can do. Even if he already showed it, he finna show some more because he's getting to the finals. I said it. Put a stamp on it. Y'all go ahead. Y'all can talk. Dickie, we're gonna start with you. How you feel about the West Side? I already said what I got to say. Luka.
Listen.
Would you Luka here?
I'm not going. Listen, I'm calling him Luke Dog. I'm calling him
Luke Dog. Get dog.
Luke Dog.
Listen, man. What you got to say about him, man?
D-O-double-G, man. Like, listen, that boy showed out, man. That boy gave this Suns team, which I also disgrace because they been talking they mad stuff all year. They're this and that. We're going back. Devin Booker, Kevin Payne. These boys were just talking mess, and Luka put that special on them boys. Like
the Luka special.
To me, he is my second favorite white boy, right after Tom Brady. Like right now, he's coming in too. Like that boy is something special. But I feel like this Dallas team, all seriousness, it's like they doing the same exact thing. They're like they got your Dirk Farce Luka. You got your wish Tim Hardaway Jr. was playing. But he's injured, but he's doing his thing. But Bronson is killing the game with his slashing techniques.
Him being in a little paint and stuff. Yeah, they went at the Chris Paul. It felt like they was hunting Chris down sometimes. Whoever had the ball, whoever was guarded by Chris, they was like, "Come here, we finna do this right now." And Chris Paul just.
And them boys were shooting lights out. It's like that efficiency was just crazy from the perimeter. They were just going crazy from the three. And like I say, it's like, but I feel like it's more of I would say it's more of the Suns just that was it. I never seen a team that just dropped out like that from the get-go. I mean, they came up small, like crazy. Mm-hmm. Like you had Dinwiddie. I mean, not taking away from Dinwiddie, but Dinwiddie was going stupid as well. It's like when Luka was on the sideline, Dinwiddie came in, bam, and then they just tag team each other. It was like a WWE tag team, man. Like, all right, you go in, whop. All right, you go in, whop. It's like them boys. Yeah, I never thought. I thought it was gonna be like a game 7 popcorn eating, nail biting type game, but
me too. I thought it was gonna be close all the way to the end, and it was close in the first quarter at the first couple seconds, but after that it was like they said they never had the lead in that game, which is crazy. Benya, how you feel about the Mavericks and the Suns, and then how you feel about the matchup with the Mavericks and the Warriors?
I was surprised that the Suns went out like that.
Mm-hmm.
Not even a little bit of a fight. Like I knew Luka was gonna go off. You know, he's the second best white boy playing basketball right now. So
who's the first? Oh my God!
So I already knew he was gonna go off. But
this guy,
I didn't expect Suns to just lay down like that. Not the young boys. The young boys are supposed to step up.
Mm.
And it was bad. So honestly, the way Luka playing now, they might be able to push the Warriors to 7 again. And honestly, the way that man playing, he can probably can't nobody guard him. Nobody can guard him. I feel like they're going to try to put Draymond on him. They're going to try to put Clay on him. And I just feel like they're going to either be in foul trouble or you're going to have to do some switching around. You're going to have to do something. Or y'all might just have to let him score and hope that
nobody else do something.
Yeah.
It's scoring. That might be y'all best bet because, like, I don't see... Like, the Warriors had a great shooting game last game. Great, amazing. But they're not consistent with it. They haven't been consistent with it all year long. So it's not going to happen every single game. So if y'all out there with an inconsistency and he out there hitting how he been hitting, it's gonna be tough. And he has a chance to take them down. And it could be on another Dirk path. He go to the finals, meet the Heat for the first time, lose the first one, and then meet them again a few years later and win that one. Might be the same exact path as Dirk.
Or he could just win it right now. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't beating the Heat.
I'm just saying, or he could just win it right now.
I can guarantee he ain't beating the Heat.
Listen,
that's guaranteed.
He could just do it right now.
They better hope the Warriors come out the West if they want any chance of the West winning the championship this year. Listen, man, you already said it. Nobody can guard this man. We've seen him literally cook a whole team. Mm-hmm. When I was telling people, I was saying, you got to remember before this year's playoffs, when they were showing Luka's amazing playoff numbers, remember, he only played one team, and that was the Clippers. And y'all called the Clippers one of the best defensive teams. So if he had those numbers, he was averaging 30, 39 and 8 or something crazy like that, he was only playing one team. He never won a series, but he had numbers like that. Then this year, he don't play the Clippers. And guess what's happening? All the way to the Western Conference Finals. Now, just like you said, them boys is going to probably be in foul trouble. You could throw Draymond on them if you want to. How long is that going to last? Especially with Draymond Temple. He going to get mad at that white boy smile right there. Then you put Steph on him for what? That's not going to happen. But Luka, he will hunt for you. He hunted for Chris Paul sometimes. He went out there and hunted who they said that was supposed to get the defensive player of the year, which is Mikal Bridges. He hunted for them people. Ayton went out there and got cooked. Cam Johnson went out there and he ended up on the floor. I'm just saying. You could try to put Clay on him, but Clay, sorry, you just came off of some torn ACLs. Unless you want him torn again, you better stay away from this boy right here. That's all I'm going to say. Mavericks I don't know. I'm just choosing the Mavericks. I don't know how many games, but I'm just saying. You hyping them up, you sounding like he's gonna sweep them. That's the way you're talking.
Nah, that's not gonna happen because you can't. The reason you can't say that, I don't do sweeps unless it's a definite, like this team is definitely better than this team. I don't say sweeps. I always give people I gotta see who's home court, which is the Warriors, and I always give them wins at home. When that game 3, game 4, when they go back home to the crib, it get weird when people go home and people play away. So I always give the other team a fighting chance, unless it's like definite that y'all are trash, they are way better than y'all. So I don't really do sweeps like that. It could be 6 or 7 either way, to be honest. But I'm gonna roll with Dallas just because Luka.
I don't have my picks.
That's it.
But I don't have my picks, but I guarantee it's going to game 7.
You think 7?
I don't think
no. It's not.
I don't think no.
You said it's not going 7?
It's not going to 7.
Oh, Thrill, what you got? What you got?
What you got?
I got Warriors in 6.
You gonna expound on it?
I got Warriors in 6.
We was waiting for some explanations.
Well, the first explanation is because the greatest white boy in the league right now is going to have to show the second best white boy in the league how to actually get to the finals.
Who's the second? Who's the first white boy?
Tyler Hero.
Oh my God.
He's finna display a lesson on how you get to the finals. He's already done it. Luka don't know how to do it. Them facts.
Oh my gosh. So you saying that the Warriors gonna put them out in 6?
No, I do think come up blazing in this series.
Run it back one more time.
I feel like the Warriors gonna come out blazing in this series.
Okay.
I really do. I feel like they're gonna come out blazing. I feel like the biggest thing is gonna be the switch up in the matchups, because there's going to be a team that doesn't have a traditional big, which was something that Dallas was able to take advantage of the last 2 series. The Warriors, they basically all small ball, even when Kevon Looney in the game.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like that's going to switch up a lot of things on how clear, like sometimes, you know, the lanes were when it came down to, oh, I got to pull 8 and a go bird out here. And it's like messing up switches and defensive chemistry that normally was set in for teams like Phoenix and Utah.
Mm-hmm. True that. Well, what Benya said, I think that the Warriors might do to Dallas is just let Luka do that, but nobody else is gonna do anything else. That's why I still have to say 6 or 7 either way. I can't just because I can see them doing that, and Luka being on the floor. We've seen Luka get 40 and shoot off one leg, but the rest of the team don't do nothing and they lose. So I feel like the Warriors may do that if they pay too much attention to Luka and try to. All right, I'm gonna put you on them, and then they feel like they scrambling to stop Luka. Then that's when I feel like Dallas will start getting some wins, because it's like with these past series, if you look at it, as soon as he got help, it looked like them boys, you couldn't do nothing with them. Mm-hmm. As soon as he got help, as soon as Jalen Brunson did what he had to do, as soon as Spencer Dinwiddie started hitting shots, as soon as Maxi Kleber started hitting those shots, it felt like them boys, you couldn't do nothing with them. So if the Warriors do the whole, yeah, get your 40, but the next closest person to your points is 8, then we got the dub. Mm-hmm. So I feel like that's what they might end up doing to him, which is why I'm picking 6 or 7 either way.
I really think it comes down to if the Warriors gonna be consistent
with their shooting.
Yeah, that's gonna be the biggest thing, man. If they aren't out there shooting consistently, they're not gonna beat them. Mm-hmm. I mean, they have the better team. I'm not gonna, they have the better team.
I didn't even say Andrew Wiggins, but I feel like he'll still probably cook Andrew Wiggins too.
If they're not out there shooting consistently, then the Warriors not gonna win. They're not going to win.
And I was thinking that too. I was thinking like how we said that with the Celtics and Heat, how we base off the defense and stuff. It's like with the Warriors and Mavericks based off the offense, and it comes down to have their better shooting percentage. It's definitely from the 3-point line. So it's like, like I normally say like with the Warriors, you could be up by 15 against the Warriors. It don't take them 8 seconds to come back and beat you by 2 points because all the threes they hitting and stuff. But the Mavericks are the same way. Dinwiddie, Luke, them boys get stupid hot and everything, and they could be down by Mavericks could be down by 15, but I feel like they down by 2 points and stuff. So I feel like whoever have that gap margin, I feel like I don't think it will be a game coming down to the wire. I feel like whoever had that great 3-point percentage or shooting percentage and that gap margin to the end of the game, I feel like that's who's gonna win the series and stuff. Because it'll come down to their best shooting.
Okay, so who you choosing? I'm choosing Mavs. Ben choosing Warriors. Diggy, who you got?
I'm gonna go with the Warriors. I'm gonna go to Warriors in 7.
Okay, and Benya, you said who? You said Warriors.
I'm gonna go Mavs in 7.
Okay, so me and Benya, Mavs in 7. Thrill, Diggy, Warriors in 7. How do y'all feel about how the Suns went out, and do y'all think they need to make any switches or changes, or anybody?
They got to switch. They gotta get a more. I'm not 8 and not bad, but they need a oh my God.
I had to
Welcome. Y'all already heard him, but here he is in the flesh. Ben, what up, man?
What's going on, man?
And that's a nice background, boy.
Ain't it?
The greatest player in the NBA. The best player
oh my gosh.
the NBA.
In the league.
Top 1, and he's 1.
Tobias Harris over fucking me. Tobias Harris over fucking me.
Oh my gosh. Getting back to what Ben you was saying. Go ahead.
Yeah, I feel like they need another active big to help them out.
Okay.
'Cause 8 and 9.
I feel like Aiden is on the little soft side, man.
Yeah, he not. I don't know what.
I'm
what's
glad
wrong.
they humbled this mofo right here.
Campaign.
I'm glad they humbled him. I'm glad he ain't getting no minutes. I'm glad he was giving popcorn to them. I was so happy. I was so happy they humbled him, man. Oh my
man.
God.
What you think the Suns gotta do, man? Oh, he talking to somebody else. Well, Ben, who you think what you think the Suns gotta do?
Try to bring back Aiton for what he's worth.
Yeah, but what is he worth? Because he wants the max.
You think that man gonna stay there for that money, or you think if somebody else give him what he wants, you think he's sliding?
Yeah,
you don't never really know. So it's like he probably could slide.
He already said he wants the max. He made that clear that he wants the max.
He said that before this season too.
He said he wants the max. Like he made that clear.
He ain't play his way into it.
He really didn't. He
really didn't show up. He ain't make no All-Star games. He ain't make no All-NBA team. No All.
Which is why he can't get the super max, but he can get the max.
Yeah, I feel like with him playing the way that he did is gonna kind of hurt that, because it's like, okay, not only did you not show up, it's also reports out that you ain't even wanted to play, or you ain't even want to get in. You and the coach got beef. So it's like and Monty Williams does he have a history of being a bad coach with players and stuff? I don't think he does. So it's like, all right, all fingers pointing at you. So it's like,
well, then that's even more for him to go somewhere else and get the money then, because another team is going to pay him the max.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think what it will be is this whole playoff journey that he was on. I don't think do you think a playoff contender will give him that type of money?
Yeah, if they have it.
If they have it, you think they would?
Yeah,
we'll see with it. But what do y'all think? What should happen with CP3?
He gonna run it back.
Stay right where he is. I know. Yeah, he just signed that contract. What, last year?
Oh yeah, he did sign a big contract. Well, I guess what I'm asking is, what I would do with CP is I will have to sign a legit backup, because I feel like maybe his body did break down coming towards the end of this playoff run. Even though they put out a report talking about a quad injury, I'm not sure how true it is, or if they just put it out just to put it out. But if they have a legit backup point guard, maybe during the regular season he takes more of that than what CP had to do throughout the season or something like that.
I mean, but the whole thing about it for CP3 is he's not supposed to be out there as your superstar. He's just supposed to be out there as your facilitator. It was supposed to be Booker and Ayton. They were supposed to be the guys who were supposed to take on that load and do what they needed to do. Chris Paul is not supposed to be out there scoring 25, 30 points for y'all to win a game. That is not what he's supposed to be out there doing. Not at 37 years old.
Yeah,
and that's what he had to do to really get them boys out the first round.
Right.
And that sucks. That's not what he was. That's not what he got that money for. He did not get that money to have to go out there and score. He got that money to, hey, make these boys better. You got this team full of young boys, make these boys better.
Yeah,
that's what I was saying. He was just out there to be the floor general. He was the head coach on the court to like put these boys in the right position to make the better shots and to put them in, make them a better team. And you got all young guns. I hate that he's getting all the talk, because that was Devin Booker talking all that trash to Luka and stuff. And Luka, you ain't see him. I don't think it was one time in that game set was him and Devin Booker one-on-one. I don't really think he realized. I feel like he ran away from the one-on-one matchup against Luka and everything. So it's like, you gotta slender the real boys who ain't show up. He did all, and then he had bad consistent games. It's like, come on now. He had 4 games in a row that it was not good. So it's like we expect him to just break out of there all of a sudden and have another all-time greatest performance, a perfect 14 with 14. No. And I mean, yes, it's Chris Paul, yes, it's his legacy, but like y'all say, it's like you're supposed to be the floor general. You just put him in a better position. We're not looking for you to score 20, 30 points.
Yeah, and that's it. That's what I like. I watched First Take today, and I like that about First Take because Pat Bev was going in
Oh
on
my
CP3.
God.
He
was
went
going
in, man.
But Stephen A and JJ were just like, no, man, you're wrong because he wasn't supposed to be out there to score all them points. It was supposed to be them young guys. He was just supposed to be out there to facilitate boys. You know, while Pat Bev was trying to give all of this slander to CP3.
Yeah, he was pretty strong with the hate. It was funny because you already know I don't even like Pat Bev, but when he say stuff, I like the delusion sometimes. So it's funny to me because what made him say, yeah, I don't go to sleep early for no CP3. I go down here, I give me something to drink, get some wine and all this. But if it was Steph, I'm going to sleep at 8:00. No, that wasn't even warranted. Like nobody said that. Like, what is you talking about? Like he just went in for no reason. He said, you know what we call him? We call him cone because you do a dribble move, and what do a cone do? He just staying still. Like, so it's like, what?
He was going in.
Like he was going in, man. But I do see what y'all are saying though. I didn't look at it that way. I thought it was just like, man, dang, what is CP3 gonna do? He's supposed to be out here doing. But then when y'all broke it down right then, it's like, I get it. He wasn't even supposed to do that anyway, because when you see the Suns, they were talking about why isn't Devin Booker in the MVP race and all that other stuff? And then it got down to this game 7 and you didn't show up. Here you are. One thing that I can take away from Pat Bev though is the fact that he's like, why should we look at look at Book in that sense when the last time we seen him, he also didn't show up as well. And it's like, dang, you're right. We only have one other instance of him being in the playoffs. But it is what it is.
Pat Bev was he wasn't being consistent because when they brought up James Harden, he had all the nicest things in the world to say about James Harden. But James Harden, somebody
was trash
up in the playoffs. And if he's talking about CP3 defense, don't nobody play worse defense than James Harden. Nobody in the league.
That's true. He was not consistent at all. Because if you think about it, I think it was a stat that was like, if you put their numbers up versus each other, that what's the name's numbers was better. James Harden numbers was better than CP3, but we gave James Harden hell. I mean, yeah, we gave James Harden hell, but we let him slide. And then on the other side, Pat Bev is giving James Harden this, and I don't know. It was weird. It was very weird.
I was just like, you just talked so bad about CP3 defense.
It was similar.
But then you giving praise to James Harden.
He said that man should get the max.
The super max, not just the max.
He said give him the super duper max, but he said CP3 should have been benched. Did y'all think the CP3 should have been benched?
Nah.
No.
Yeah, Pat Bev said he should have been benched. I was like, what is going on? So you can clearly see
they got beat by 70. They got beat by 70 if they're the bench Chris Paul.
So yeah, it's like it's you can clearly see the hate with Pat Bev.
Yeah, that was.
But he would throw in like some points that made sense, but then he'll follow it up with another hateful point or something that nobody even asked him. Like did you hear when he was talking about his personal defense? He said Giannis was somewhere at 40-something% when playing defense, and I'm right here above him. So when I guard you, it feels like Giannis is guarding you. And I was like, okay, bro, what is this? I don't know what you got going on. So it's like, I don't know. His is the delusion, and then he'll throw in a point that actually makes sense, and then he'll hit you with some hate over here. I don't know. But Matt Barnes and Dame stood up for CP3, which is dope. I'm pretty sure there's more NBA players that felt the same way, but
Matt Barnes was basically like, "Listen, man, you're a role player. You're not a superstar. Like we're there to be role players, and you up here thrashing someone that been in the league for so many years, had an impact, who's a top 75 player, and you a player that just got decided to be in a play-in tournament. Like, calm down. Like,
He the player in MVP. Don't leave that out.
Listen, man, they won the play-in championship. We all saw that celebration. You saw it. It went down. Minnesota Timberwolves 2022 champions. And don't you forget it.
Don't you forget it. Champ
Don't you
Bev.
forget it. Champ Bev. Don't you forget it, man.
Champ Bev.
Champ Bev.
What do y'all think the Sixers should do?
Run it back.
Yeah.
Run it back.
But they need a better big man to come off the bench for Joel.
Mm-hmm.
Like they need like a definitely like a quality big man that can come off the bench for Joel. And yeah, they're gonna have to get a few more shooters off the bench because Danny Green gone for definitely this next upcoming season.
Yeah, he did. He tore his ACL, so he's gonna be out for a while, and he's in his mid-30s. So a comeback trail isn't as promising as a younger player tearing their ACL.
It won't be that bad. Not an ACL during these days, and not for Danny Green because he ain't nothing but a catch and shoot. So it ain't.
Yeah, forget he played a little defense too, so you can't
play some defense too. But even still, like just when you have him on the court, your defensive scheme can't have him, doing too much lateral movement. That'll be the biggest thing. But he catch and shoot, so he'll be out the next 8-9 months, if that. If he rehab how he's supposed to, and he can get back on the court and catch and shoot. Hopefully his shot is falling by then because it ain't falling now.
maybe the rehab will like correct the shot that's been off and now he'll start hitting them. Okay, so what do you think should happen with
Maxi's about to be a problem next year? So
Maxi's gonna be an animal. That's what I'm saying. Just run it back.
Running back, same team.
Yeah. Crazy. Yeah, he
True
really,
that.
he really showed his spotlight. So it's like, yeah, he gonna be something.
Okay, James Harden hasn't opted in or out. We all pretty much think he should just go ahead and opt in and not test what he think he might get, because I think he wants the max, but we all think that he should not be getting the max. But we know how the NBA
he don't deserve that bit.
No.
Okay.
James Harden is trash, and I've been telling y'all this for the longest, and y'all used to fight me on it. And I'm glad we all understand now that James Harden is trash.
No, I'm not gonna say
pure trash. It's despicable. He's like a step under AI. That's that, And
did you just wait a minute? What do you mean by that?
What do you mean?
When you brought up Allen Iverson, or were you talking about Andre Iguodala? I'm just trying to figure this out.
Oh my goodness, man!
You got to be talking about Andre Iguodala. You can't be talking about Allen Iverson.
We're talking about AI. We all know who AI is.
Andre Iguodala.
He's just he's a step above James Harden, and that's how it's gonna go down in history with them too.
See, he won't be saying that they were
bottom tier. Players.
That's crazy that you feel like Andre Iguodala's bottom tier. I think he's decent. I think he had a decent NBA career.
I mean, he got a Finals MVP. He was guarding LeBron for some time.
I don't think he's a Hall of Famer.
Allen Iverson.
Andre Iguodala probably won't get the. He probably won't get the.
About as the
Andre Iguodala played for the 76ers as well.
You talk about the AI that's on 2K when the real player leaves.
Here we go.
Cause
here y'all go with the nonsense, and that's outrageous.
Because I don't understand.
Andre Iguodala probably not gonna make the Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying?
No.
He probably not gonna do that. So I get it, Benya. You right, Benya. I got you.
James should really just opt in for real and get in shape.
Yeah, I feel like that too. I feel like he needs to actually show like that he wants to play basketball. I feel like yeah, we want to see what we saw in Houston, but it doesn't have to be to that extent. We still want you to do both. But then now all of a sudden they're trying to say that he's now here just to facilitate, like solely to facilitate, and that's not true.
And that's it. It's like he don't have to prove nothing because it's like we know what you do in the regular season. We just want to see a playoff James Harden.
Trash.
We want to see. We just want to see a
trash.
We just want to see
nothing for nobody. He's trash. I don't even understand what we're still talking about. That trash. Okay. Can we move on?
All right, we'll move on. We'll move on.
Hold on.
We're gonna move on.
Will we say that if he was wearing a Miami Heat jersey?
I would have switched teams when they was talking about trading for him. And don't worry, I got proof of that. It's all down. My status is like, oh, we got a chance to get James Harden. We better not get him.
Okay.
We better not.
Okay.
I would have became an Orlando Magic fan.
Hey, join us, man. Join us. We got a lot of free we used to have free tickets. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of gift bags. Just come on over, man. What do y'all feel? Okay, I don't think the Bucks have to do much. They had a clear injury. Maybe they can get more
the Bucks was stupid. They let
more
PJ
role
go.
players.
PJ was a big piece of them.
Yeah, that's a good one. They could possibly.
He would have made a difference in that Celtic series. Like the PJ for to make a difference in this Celtic series.
Yeah, yeah, you're right about that. They could have definitely kept PJ. That was like the one move that they did make in the offseason because they didn't really make that many moves for real. But then y'all just so y'all should have just paid
so they
him.
can keep so they can get Grayson Allen.
They did that for Grayson Allen.
No, Grayson. Yeah, they brought in Grayson. Who else? Wesley Matthews.
Yep. They let go PJ so they can bring in Grayson Allen.
Grayson Allen. Oh my God. Nah. They're gonna look back at it. They're probably gonna be like, we shouldn't have did that, but stuck with it now.
They saw it now.
All right, now
especially when we went in 5.
Memphis. I think Memphis can definitely just run it back. They're all young.
Yeah. You're in there all the way.
They ain't gotta do much. They can I still feel like that them playing the Warriors, it kind of exposed the Warriors a little bit. They got away with it. I still bring it down to 2 plays that could have definitely swung the series the other way, which is a missed Ja layup at the end of the game and the flop by Steph up under the rim when he just he didn't push him at all. He just tapped him and then he went like that. And them 2 games changed. They also, if Ja would have played in the game that they were up with 40 seconds to go or something like that, and they lost that game, I think that was the same game as the layup. If Ja was in there, then Dylan Brooks don't take this wild behind 3 for no reason, and it might be swung the other way. So Memphis just run it back. Y'all gonna be straight. I don't understand why they're better when Ja's not on the floor, though. Maybe they can fix that during next year's regular season.
Even keep Steven Adams.
Yeah. You keep Steve. Because Steve, that's one of the parts that they exposed the Warriors on. Just putting Steve out there on the floor, and then you had Draymond just getting out rebounded by him, which made them say, all right, we can't do that no more. And they threw Looney out there. And then that's when Looney snagged 20 of them things. So it's like Looney snagged 20, Draymond answered with another 15. It was wild. It was clearly just rebounding. They was trying to do that def lineup, but Steven Adams messed all that up. So
he too damn tall, man.
Yeah. He was just in there doing his thing, man.
So that you keep him. So they give the Grizzlies multiple lineups. So it's we want to go big, we could throw Adams in. If we want to run small, we could throw Brandon Clark in.
Yeah, they can definitely run it back. I feel like Memphis they're gonna be a problem too.
Yeah.
They're gonna be a problem too. Once they figure out how to have them clicking on all cylinders with Ja in the lineup, they're gonna be a problem, man.
Memphis just making the playoffs and lose. That's all.
All it's really gonna come down to is that.
Go ahead. Go ahead, man.
All it really gonna come down to is that Ja just gotta pass just a little bit more. He already around that 7 mark. He just need to push it to 10.
Okay.
He gonna get.
I think he can get it there
right.
too.
Yeah, especially with them.
So do you think they need to run like a same like a playbook like with Giannis, like how Giannis go through like they both players are great. I know different
No.
size, body size, but you know
Nah.
like far as like the layup, dish out, no? Okay.
No,
Nah.
because Ja's small. You can't do that to the small players. He will want a longer career. He can't just do that. Everybody that does that fall on the ground, it don't last long.
Giannis is an anomaly.
Yeah.
Giannis is big as hell.
No, yeah,
he could do that.
No, like I
as
said,
long as he wants.
I wasn't trying to go with the body size thing. I was like more. Like,
I know you're talking about the style of play.
Yeah, the slash,
drive and kick,
yeah.
drive and kick.
Yeah.
Everybody that drove. Look at him now. Like Russell Westbrook is one of those people. Derrick Rose is one of those people. AI is one of those people. Dwayne Wade was one of those drives and always on the floor type people. Baron Davis, he's like that too. So it's always knee problems.
Always knee problems,
back problems, because they always hit the floor. Yeah, so it doesn't last long with that style. It happens like that with Giannis because he's so freaking big, and like he's just basically running people over some of the time. The little guards can't do that. They run into anybody, they go into the flow. So
he only taking 3 steps for the
right.
goal.
He 3 steps and he from half court to the rim is 3 steps, and you like, I don't know how he did that, but
you don't have to cross nobody over for real.
Yeah, he don't gotta do that either.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be a lot of wear and tear on him if Ja does that type of style.
Memphis is just finna lose, okay? That's all they finna do. They just finna keep going to the playoffs and losing. That's gonna be it.
You think they're gonna be like how my category is set up for Philly, Jazz, and the Nuggets, just good, but they ain't gonna go nowhere? You think that's what Memphis is gonna be?
Philly will have a chance to actually make something. I really do feel like Philly has a chance to surpass and make it to the finals. I don't see Memphis having enough to do that. I mean, Ja is great, but like y'all, that style of play ain't finna last him too much longer. I mean, he gonna end up hurt. That man, he just hurt his knee just now. He just got lucky that it wasn't nothing, serious. The next incident he might not be so lucky.